Okay, so bonus video. This is gonna be not my Hot Wheels collection overview. That would take forever. Um, because as much as I love to beat up on Hot Wheels, I would say the vast majority of my collection is a mix of Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and to a lesser degree Johnny Lightning. Those are my three top brands. So let's make this. It's not going to be overbearing, and it's not going to be beating up on Hot Wheels either. I mean, I can't stand fantasy castings, and they make a lot of castings that are fantasy castings. But let's face it, I think it's indisputable that Hot Wheels makes more castings and more variations and more levels than any other diecast brand out there. And sometimes when they do a basic model, they knock it out of the park. I mean, these mainline Dodge vans, oh, other than the fact that they don't have rear tampos, these are very neat. This is a very good casting, and they know their audience. I mean, from kids to adults, from 5 to 55 or 75. There is something to appeal to everybody. So, I mean, could this be considered? I mean, it's got a chrome interior with the go-kart in the back, and it's very pop culture, I guess. But then look at this recent Volvo 850 Estate. This is not geared towards kids. This is geared towards maybe teenagers and adults. This is not for, I mean, little kids. You know, this is geared to, in my opinion, to the adult collector, and I'm glad for it. So on the mainline level, Hot Wheels, and then they do the special sets like the Factory 500, but really where they knock it out of the park is when they do, for the most part, the car culture. Like this Thrill Climber set, okay, with this Lancia 037. The Buick Regal GNX, which never would have been in white, but so this is car culture. What is this? Is just Hot Wheels car culture. Power Trip. Excuse me, Power Trip. So these car culture sets are absolutely fantastic. I think this one is a Wild Terrain. There's another one that's British Horsepower. So car culture. I mean, so we know in the United States that these are a dollar, between 94 cents and $1.30. I mean, they're $2 and $3 overseas, so we shouldn't complain. These car cultures are generally $5 or $6, and they're nice, and they're nicely detailed. The one place I will beat up on Hot Wheels is joining the RLC, the Red Line Club, was the biggest waste of my money. I mean, this is a nice car, but I've rehashed this. This is not worth $40. But this is what makes the deal for collecting Hot Wheels. I mean, sure, I don't have any very old. I don't have any red lines whatsoever. When I was a kid, I didn't like Hot Wheels. I liked Matchbox. I'm not particularly a fan of red line. Twin Mill, Diora, Spectraflame paint doesn't, turn me on. But, during the later years, and you can find these collectible premiums. And this is one I did a video on a few months ago, I think. This Lexmark 1997 promotional 33 Ford. But this is the reason why I think that Hot Wheels Hot Wheels gets the top grade. As much as I beat them up for collectability, I think they're the top of the heaps. I think they get an A plus. And yes, I do beat them up all the time, but I think it is the easiest, most accessible, and unless you go crazy, best bang for the buck in collecting. I mean, I guess my eyes were opened when I was joking about I don't do variations and I don't do this, and then of course, what do I pull out? But variations of different Hot Wheels, Porsches, Volvos, Mustangs, and there is no market around the world that I'm aware of where Hot Wheels isn't available. I'm not saying whether they're reasonably priced. I'm saying where they're not available. My friend Kibo from Indonesia, he's a Hot Wheels collector. He won my contest. I sent him out a bunch of cars. Our friends down in Australia now. Tyrone is a Matchbox collector, but KC in Tasmania and Fex Death in Australia, and Brandon in New Zealand are a combination of Matchbox and so there Matchbox available. Japan, China, Indonesia, the Philippines, all of Europe, the UK, Latin America, South America, North America. I wouldn't be surprised if there's tourism on the moon that there would be Hot Wheels available in the gift shop. I mean, hell, they've done the Mars rover and the Tesla Starman car. They crank out and they stay relevant. So the new stuff is okay. I mean, again, my only avoid RLC. But about 20 years ago, 22 years ago, they made some of the best premiums out at the time. Recently, I forget who it was, had that blue Mustang on their channel, and I said, that's part of a 4-pack. And they're like, yeah, I think it was. So I've had this set for 20 years. And I've shown it many times. It's one of my favorite pieces. It's one of the gems of my collection. I saw that same set in the box, new old stock, or a collector had hoarded it. I saw it for $35 on eBay. Even if it had been $40 on eBay, that would be $10 per car for some of the best premiums you'll see. I have two different versions of this beautiful Hot Wheels 420 SEC Cobra. I have this one that's screwed to the base, and I've shown you this is one of the most highly detailed. Now this is a Hot Wheels. Look, the gauges are painted. The steering wheel has silver spokes and a brown rim for the wood. The seat belts, the shifter. This hood opens. This one has lensed headlights, nicely done markers, separate plastic bumper. The header side pipes. The wheels have a little much flashing if they're supposed to be wire or whatever. The tail lights, all this. I have one of these that is loose, my original. So just when everybody expects me to beat up on poor Hot Wheels, and I will, don't get me wrong, I will also praise them as they once did the best premiums in the business. Son of a bitch. Trying to be gentle to get this hood open on this one here, and I can't find my toothpick. But you've seen this hood open before. So this black one and that silver one are the same model. This was an oil can. This is a black box 100%. and these are available for under $50. Sure, there are some very rare. I mean, this these are a scam. These are a scam. The false scarcity, the hype, the bots that go in on the website, and the scalpers that get them and hoard them, and then, you know, sell them for 4 or 5 times the price. I will not address that doesn't factor into my collectability grade. I think Hot Wheels has the top grade of A plus. Again, here's just another version of Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels, the ID cars, semi-premium. I mean, beautiful paint jobs, nice details. They're not real rider rubber tires, but not everything has to be. So I think some people would be surprised for me to praise Hot Wheels as I have criticized them so much in the past. But the fact is, you criticize what you care about, what you value, you know. And Mattel has two of the biggest brands from my childhood. Two of my favorite brands, and Hot Wheels deserves better. Mattel needs to do a better job. But as I said, so this Lexmark promotional item was $15 shipped. I think it was $10 and $5. That 4 pack. These 100% premium Hot Wheels with opening hoods and high details, engines and chassis. I mean, look at this metal body, metal chassis, rubber tires. You can't go wrong with these. And patience is always the key with collecting. So I bet everybody expected me, don't waste your time with Hot Wheels. No. It is still the be-all, end-all of brands to collect. Because it's accessible to everybody on the planet at a generally reasonable price. And if you're selective, if you don't just collect everything, you can find some very nice pieces. This Volvo 850 Estate with the printed details and factory look is in some ways it's better than Welly in some ways, but it's probably on par with Welly. It's better in scale sometimes than Majorette or Siku. So in my opinion, Hot Wheels is still king of the hill when it comes to collecting. So, like, share, subscribe. You can comment down below, but I mean, I think if you're watching YouTube diecast channels, you probably think Hot Wheels is very collectible anyway. So I don't expect anybody to dispute. But if you do think that they're crap, hey, let me know. I don't own stock in Hot Wheels. I mean, I own enough Hot Wheels, but let me know if you think that the A plus is a fair score. I think it's the most rational score. And I'll cut to the chase with Matchbox. I would give Matchbox an A, just under A plus. And the difference being is that they just don't do the premiums quite as well yet. They're getting there. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.